I found this place, I had no idea what it actually was, but just looking at it, I could tell it was something special. In 1989, when the Berlin Wall came down, East Germany has changed drastically since then. But there's still little relics all over the place that you can find. And East German history writing and West German history writing, those are two very different things. And I researched and researched and researched and could not find anything on this place. And finally I was able to figure out that what I had visited there was actually the Heinkle Aircraft Factory that made military planes for both World War I and World War II. I was actually blown away looking at the old maps that I found. From Google, there's Google Earth images showing exactly where the old Heinkle Aircraft Factory was, right exactly where I was. But every article I could find, everything I read said that the Heinkle Aircraft Factory was blown up in the war. But there it was, right in front of me, all these old buildings and everything, and it was obviously war era stuff. See what there's upstairs. It's all written in German, so it's no clue to me. Can't believe it. Everything that's broken in here. Both these mirrors perfectly intact. Wild. When I first got on site and started exploring there, I had no idea what I was looking at. I actually had to get past security just to get in there. Where the warehouses and all the abandoned stuff is, in behind that, there's a bunch of infrastructure or something going up, and that whole area where they're building is all protected by security guards. So I actually told the security guards at the front that I just wanted to head to the end of the pier and take a photo of the ship, and they said, yeah, that's fine. They let me in there, and I kind of snuck off to the side once I was in. But the whole place, it had such an eerie vibe to it. There was a lot of overgrowth, and you could see the big warehouses and stuff everywhere, but in between was thick bush, and you could see there was stuff in there. Everywhere you looked, there was something hidden in the bush. And you look down and there's old train tracks heading off into nothing, just such thick brush, you can't even tell where they go anymore. As I walked through all these old buildings, I couldn't seem to get over the feeling that something was watching me. All the old warehouses, everything's creaking and groaning, and I went in this one warehouse, and every time I walked by this door, it either opened or closed. I know it was just the wind, but it was just such a weird coincidence. And every building, it just was a very eerie kind of spooky feeling. But honestly, it's exactly the experience that I would want going through something with this type of history. Okay, I think I'm getting a pretty good feeling for this place. Directly behind me right here, that's the warehouse. That's where we just were. There's not much in there. Directly behind me here, that's the college. I kind of went around the warehouse here, and I can see on the other side there's some people guarding. So I think we have like this section here. All this, I think, I should be able to explore without getting in trouble. So I'm just getting into the woods here. This place must be huge. I'm just in the woods, and it's all still completely concrete underneath me. It's all grown over, but also look at the snails. Fascinating. I really want to check out this house, but the guards are just over here. Let's see if I can get there. Okay, so that house is like right here, but it's like wide open to the guards, so I'm trying to take this detour. But it's like the thickest bush ever seen. Would you look at the thorns on this thing? I found my way to the house. I didn't even have to go through the bushes. The guards are like right there. And would you look at this entrance? Talk about spooky. Once I was in there, it left me with a lot more questions than answers. I could only go down in the basement, and you get in there, it was very dark, no windows, and it was just full of rooms that were just white paint. It was the old lead paint that's just stripping off the walls, but there's no windows, there's nothing. It's just these weird white rooms, and every door, or every room had this huge big steel door, probably, I don't know, 2 inches thick, maybe thicker, with big double latches on each side. It was a weird spot, to say the least. And then I wanted to go and explore upstairs, and I finally found the stairs that would go up, and it's like a ladder that just goes up a wall into nothing. Get out of here. Off to one side of the house, there's this section of the property that opens up, and it's just surrounded by these great big warehouses, and they're all numbered. I think there was 7 or 8 of them, and they're all connected by this system of railway tracks. And right in the middle, there was this fenced off area, and it was overhung by barbed wire. And I never could figure out what exactly that was used for. And I think probably that's just one question that I don't really want the answer to.
That's a cool model. Very cool.
There's a good chance that no one will ever know the history, the true history behind this place and many like it. But just to go in and get a taste was exciting, but equally as sad, just knowing that the tragedy that came as a result of something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this adventure, because this was one of my favorite places that I got to explore while I was traveling abroad. And I hope this sheds just a little bit of light on the history over there. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Took off from paradise and I landed in the jungle, and I spent the whole time lost in the clouds.